So hello, Myrmonden here. Welcome to my review of My Hero Academia episode 13 of season 2. And yeah, it's like a really funny episode. Not so much story progression though, so kind of slow, right? It's the best 2 chapters, probably 1 chapter, right? It's quite slow, but I think it's really comedic though. Like I just one thing which I always talk about, like, is how does this compare to the anime, like to the manga, like how is the comparison between those two medias, right? And I think that this episode is much more funny than the manga because all the midnight support is basically not there, right? Because first we have Midnight says I had to drink, have a see Midnight and the Kishimani like yeah Midnight and Zero and so on, and she's like, of course, he goes around it. You know, Midnight is a character, right? I just love that. Like a lot of characters in My Hero is pretty, hentai and ecchi, right? And she's just like, yeah, boys, here I am, like, so on her ass, and then Susie talks, she's like, hello, sensei, she's like, what the hell is she doing right there? And of course her powers are kind of like, her powers are based around sex too, right? Like she has to have this kind of revealing body type and so on. And he's like, yeah, like look at my titties, they post my powers. And it's like, that was fun of course, but I really liked actually, is that they made her even funnier in this episode than in the manga, because every time someone said something, and then that's true of course in the manga, she's like, I don't know, like, can you spread that this is that? That's gonna be better pun. And so like, she was adding up stuff, but in the anime they also added in her face, right, or her body in every page. And she was like, I don't know. It was like, come on, or like, ooh, pretty boys. Like they had some kind of weird like meme of her doing something stupid, right? In every panel, when someone said something like, I wanna be named, Red Rider. She's like, that's a Crimson Rider. That's just a manly name. And I was we didn't see her. He's like, it's a cute boys. Yeah. Oh, I like young horny boys. Like so they have her every scene like, I'm eating queen. I'm gonna eat me. They have her like overreacting to every damn scene, right? So that made it much more funny than the manga. It really did. And then when it suits the character, she's like, oh no. Yeah, it's like over pretentious character, right? It's like every scene. And that was cute. Oh god, I was looking at the image again. And that's not in the manga that much, and I love that in the anime. And that is of course Kid Deku in his cosplay suit, and he has the full like All Might, like a Picasso yellow suit with All Might hair. And he's like, Mama, what name should I have? And she's like, maybe All Might Junior, like Super All Might, Kid All Might, like Kid Flash or something like that. I'm like, Kid All Might 2, Captain All Might, and he's like, yes, what name should I pick? It's like, when he sits there, he's like, yeah, I could be any one of these names. So like, yeah, that would be kind of obvious. And he goes back to his classic that his mother designed for him right there, his season 1 suit. With like a green All Might thing with the bunny hairs, right? Sticking up like All Might's hair. And I was like, I can see where it comes from, dude. Oh, guys, love that. It was kind of funny. The race has already the best one. They asked like, why are you naming it? It's like, I didn't care. And it's like, there's a flashback next to All Might, right? And it's like, what name do you want, bro? And he's like, I don't care. I call you a Razorhead, bro. It's like, yeah, Razorhead. It's like, yeah, that would be my hero name then. So that was great. I mean, the first part was really funny, but I have to say, pretty decent episode. Like, it's a comedic episode, right? But after that, Deku going for his name, Deku, of course. And, and see some Bakugo scene there. It's like, fuck you, man. That's the name I picked because you're a loser. And that's pretty good. But after that, they really don't say much, right? Once an episode. I mean, yeah, it's a comedic episode, little more than the first half, right? And after that, they just have them pretty much going to, like, Deku goes to Gran Torino, he has to go after ending to watch that, for that matter, and Ida, of course, going to Hosu, right, where his brother was critically injured by Stain, and so they really like a build-up, like a comedy/build-up episode, right? But it's the same in the manga now, so the manga also ends with, like, getting to Gran Torino. It's like, damn, yeah, this guy lives in this, like, pretty much destroyed house, right? The worst house in the city, pretty much. And it's like, he has to be a famous hero. I'm like, no. He's this shitty old hero no one cares about. Pretty much like a poor guy. And at the same time, Ida is like determined to fight Stain, right? And we see Stain. And he gets more Stain in for he killed 17 people. And I don't know, hurt 30 more than that. And I am very excited about to see them have Stain in the anime. They even showed him, the last episode of season 1, right? He's a really good character. And It's a really interesting backstory and very interesting like motivation so on. So I'm super hyped on that. That's what I come here. So the episode definitely like a build episode right there. Mainly building up Gran Torino, you know, almost afraid of him. Not much to say really, unfortunately. I mean, yeah, it's a funny episode. Minutes are really funny, some of the characters are really funny, right? Kid Deku is the best, of course. Yeah, and then it ends up with him getting into Gran Torino being killed, right? So yeah, not much to say really. Probably my shortest review ever of all of My Hero Academia. But it really is an episode where it's like, yeah, it's funny, it's build up, but it's not that much more, right? It has no action scene, just after, yeah, okay, they had one was in the beginning too, but after something cute, where Deku is going to the school, right? And I was like, man, kid, you are pretty good, kid. Yeah, Gambate next year. I was like, yeah, you remind me when I was young. So that's pretty nice too. And of course, also, you do see them get this picture, right? And actually, yeah, sorry, actually, one thing, yes, I say though, is that it's pretty interesting. Actually, they do talk about what hero has like they picked or who many picked them or like invited them, and Deku has like 0 because it's like he's dangerous for himself. Todoroki is the best one, Short is his hero name them, or Bakugo, I was afraid of Bakugo. And we do see it in the preview, and we're talking about someone, so Urika, or Ura TV, Ura TV, which is a great name, pun on the gravity and her name, right, Urika. She's going to Gunhead, right, it's like martial art, like physical guy, which I think is a really interesting story with her. It's like, I lost to Bakugo in close combat, so I'm gonna go to this guy, he's gonna train me in fighting, so that's great. He then, of course, going to with his brother also in the same place, pretty much like the same location at least, or very close to it. That's reason for that. We also see like Bakugo's gonna go to Blue Jeans guy, whatever his name is called. It's like a jeans power guy you see in the preview there. It's Todoroki is thinking about going to, of course, Endower's. He's like, my father's place. Oh, I would never, or will he? Yeah. So it's like being lovely, right? And some other guys that didn't get any chance. And then they talk about like if you don't have an invitation, we should send you out, like some kind of student, yeah, it's like training program, and like pick a good school. And they like, yeah, we have kids who picked the wrong thing like 2 years ago, and they still hate it now 3 years later, and so on. So yeah, they do have some world building, I guess, as well. You have to say that they do build up the world, like the general My Hero Academia world. That is true. Though. It's not only comedy or building up the characters. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, yeah, the Deku part, him picking Deku, of course, as a call Deku all the time. That's the main thing, right? And then we see Ira going to Hosu and him going to Reno. The rest of it is like jokingly. I mean, yeah, Alien Queen called Alien Queen. We get some of the names, but yeah, but they did make it funny though. I think that was better than the manga though, because the manga is the same thing out there. Not that exciting really. Like it's just funny, but the anime, we mean, it just making it much more hilarious in the anime. So. But they did the same thing they returned, right? It means it was much better character in the anime actually. But they kind of hit her always inside. I did say in the manga, but it was more clear in the anime. So yeah, I think the anime is always played means it better. Except for clothing though, because her clothing looks more like skin color, right, in the manga. So she looks more like naked in the manga. It's like that's the only issue, yeah, that's the only issue. Damn it, yeah. She looks more sexy in the manga. With her Bond's outfit. But then anyway, yeah, I think this probably see you guys next week. I think this is mainly like a build up episode, like I said again, right? Next week's gonna be much better. So Gran Torino, hopefully we get some staying action. I think that might be really good. But I don't think we actually will get that. I looked at the preview, I think we mainly will get like how Bakugo is gonna be at his internship or so on. Maybe Todoroki and Urika definitely get some fur. So that could be interesting to see as well. I think Bakugo is, as I say again, to me the most interesting character, right? The most character development, the most character depth actually, right? And it's interesting to see how you can handle him in the anime, how he's it will be. So anyway, yeah, see you guys next week and have a great day.